Okay, hello and welcome to the first anniversary of this channel. Yeah, that's as much as I could prepare for the anniversary itself. I didn't quite knew, or not really know what the idea I'm planning for the anniversary, so the idea, and I think that makes most sense, this will be something more different from the channel updates, even if we are still on channel update 0.1, the consistency update that I honestly quite doing well. Maybe not so much on consistently with driving streams, but just in general, it's better. Also, big thing for me is also that my English quite improve. I feel more comfortable and more easygoing, and I'm happy to see that you can understand me. That's the biggest achievement, I hope. I do see that my pronunciation and in general I sometimes just simply do not pronounce the words, like the syllable. As for my driving skills, I think I planning for the next year be much more consistent, and the great plan that I have is doing something in the morning each day, and like literally if I can put something in the mornings instead of lazing around in the bed for 1 hour, man, I will be unstoppable, I feel like. So that's a good thing. And yeah, I also thank you guys for your support when you like leave a comment or come visit by, or just, I don't know, listening, watching, and somehow endure my broken English and my driving skills. It's kinda nice, to be honest. So that's also too. I'm bad at saying some nice things. So let's just go to the channel recap. Will be happening on the YouTube side because Twitch did not done much. I was focusing mainly on YouTube. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that has to be done. Still trying to do the schedule update 0.2 for that, but I wanted to do more prettier art somehow. I don't know. It's kind of hard to make text not look too flat, and I have been studying some of the other pretty commercial arts too, right? So we will see how that will go. Again, if I can introduce every morning doing something, that would be great. Just, you know, I have troubles drawing simple lines here. That should not exist. So at least drawing lines every day will probably help, which I tried, but then didn't quite get to it. Okay, so that's the channel what we are right now, and we will be scrolling to the bottom and go through how it started. And let's start with the very first day, the video upload. Actually, the YouTube anniversary is technically tomorrow, or the second, because I streamed on the first one. So we have right now Twitch anniversary, but that's like goes in one-on-one. So this video will become on the second on YouTube. And this is my very first time even talking English for more than 5 minutes describing someone the way. So it's kind of scuff. It's also very funny to watch for me. Like, this video is one of the interesting videos, and this is also the very first time even opening Clip Studio Paint. It's like the trial version, and just going throughout the menu, how it works, not even understanding, not even a clue about what are those layers, how that works. I think I got much better, because even if I did not done a lot drawings, I do my thumbnails on this program, so that simply helps to with better understanding. By the way, I just noticing is this is very useful feature. I need to recap how to do that, those lines. I think I can use it for some thumbnails also. So yeah, I'm basically practicing with the thumbnails my skills. But that's also that leads towards the idea of covering the stories of games that I play. So I did read a lot of mangas, then I got to light novels, and then I do read now visual novels, or better to say gacha games. And the big advantage there for me is that I like to follow the story along a couple of years, and it's like not like it got forgotten. And the thing that they update sometimes, like over the course of the years, it's kind of nice. It definitely suits me nice with the progression, and also then I can read out loud, which helps in speaking English, because I don't do it on a daily basis, right? I only read or speak English on streams, so that makes my commentary a little bit better. And compositions of thumbnails. The annoying thing is probably finding out what chapter to how to name the chapter description, chapters, like the sub chapters. I'd be like, or cutting my mistakes. Those are a little bit annoying, but in the end they are much more better to hear or like to listen to. So you don't have too much pauses like in battle stages, you know. Like those will be cut out in the new videos, like here. So I kind of agreed to put a little bit more work, which I will be also talking about the 0.1 update, looking how much of that update we did manage to get through. There was definitely times that I realized that there's a lot of dead space in those videos, and I did dislike the idea that they work like a Vod, and with a little bit of trimming here and there, you can definitely convert it or like compact it in one go. And that comes to the consistency update, like this the idea where then make the channel updates and talk a little bit about it. That was one a little bit longer. I hope the version 0.2 consistency update, the schedule update will be faster. And to sum it up, that was my problems. The old PC is still a problem that I noticed it by editing stuff, but this is such a learning curve of using your editing program and sound and making sure how to set up, I don't know, even OBS or scenes, and I still have a lot to do with example Twitch, right? There's even more to learn about the Twitch commands and stuff, but that will be later on. But I'm so glad that I passed throughout all of this, and thumbnails I think I talk about it, that I don't want to have too boring thumbnails, so I like to make them prettier, which costs a lot of frustrations to see that they don't turn out to be like you wanted them to be. But then again, the story does not wait for it. I don't want to sit too much on one thing. I just wanted to progress. This is the main reason why I don't draw that much, but do it in the sessions, because I encounter one problem and then I sit long enough on this problem, like making shorts with keyframes. I did not quite understand how keyframes works, but now I'm better at it. So now it goes better. And I'm more familiar with this. So Twitch did not receive a lot of... there are more regular times, to be honest, right now. Notifications, Nightbot, still working on it. We'll see there. Yeah, and why this does not work like this in the past, that I can just use the Twitch footage, is that Twitch is a little bit stinky towards new people and don't let you watch on lower resolutions if you're not, I think, affiliated or whatever. So I decided to separate it from YouTube, have better resolution on YouTube and for Twitch. So even a mobile user have an option to watch, I think it is right now 720p. Probably it's better, I don't know, but it worked with this way. Okay, YouTube, right. Old upload from Twitch and cut version separately from Twitch. Yeah, that was the biggest change, because it's much better to watch or listen to the cut version. To be honest, I do know that I read a little bit slow. So technically, I watch my own videos even with higher speeds here. Because then it sounds even normal. Maybe it's because I know of the content, I just want to go through it a little bit faster. But yeah, I kind of recommend doing it on higher speed. Drawing, yeah, I need a plan by a drawing, and I have one. Probably 1 week, one body part. That's a great idea to myself. Thank you for the reminder, my past self. In general, I will do, as I already mentioned, more drawing in the morning must be the key. And then, whatever it is later on in the day, for the channel of fan art, also fan art, I did actually draw a little bit fan art for some of, like actually for one VTuber that I watch, and some of concepts. I have quite ideas, but I need to figure out how to draw them. And yeah, I hope there will be a good drawing update coming, which will be part of the schedule update. The games. So Girls Frontline, NeuroCloud, Honkai Impact were the obvious for me, because I wanted read, right? I don't really don't feel like doing gameplay stuff. So everything that has reading, but then in the future Genshin Impact, Honkai Impact is simply, they are voiced most of the time. But I still have included them. I cannot read all of them, and so probably as a break, so we can just watch the stories that are already voiced, which is also a blessing. There's enough stuff to read for me. There's enough stuff. I still reading my light novels, which are a lot. Never mind, but they are also in different language and not in English. Other gacha games, story-heavy games. Yeah, two games that I'm looking forward, hoping to make place for them, is Girls Frontline 2 and ZZZ. ZZZ again will be voiced, which is good, easy on me. Girls Frontline 2, I very much doubt there will be English voice for it, but yeah, after Neuro Cloud, I think the story is really well written. And Girls Frontline here, like they have a very deep world, and probably kind of want to know about this. This like pretty similar to Hoyoverse. Quite a lot of thoughts going there. Okay, I realized my YouTube was not on English. Now I changed it. Okay, and let's go through the era where I was quite not consistent. I think just 11 months, 11 months, 11 months, and then here 10, 9, 2 months later with the story. I also didn't played a lot of games there. And then goes with the story. Story also Zilly chapter. I wish I had it completely. A Vita chapter. Still no thumbnails. Yeah, and then I'm here. This is the first time where I try to have a thumbnail just because simply it looks a little bit prettier. Yeah, I did try it here, but then I didn't know. I had an idea, and then I started working on those ideas. And I think here on Honkai Impact, you can see the progression with the titles. You must understand that because there's like voiced parts and I read, even if the chapter is like 2 hours long, it's actually only 1 hour of content because the content is like stretch of me reading it and listening to the voice lines. So there's not that much happening. This is why there is a lot, but this is much easier for me. That's why I also recommend to XSpeed. Then I like this Foxy and Tale of the Hunted thumbnail idea. You have like a longer story that they are being like connected throughout from a familiar picture on the right now, and then the parts of the story on the left. I will probably do it for Honkai Impact from Star Rail like this, the same. In general, every game that I cover has a different idea that I try to represent with the thumbnails, and we will see. It's more local. I definitely try to separate them a little bit. And then I noticed that, yeah, jumping with the title, like positioning the text information of the thumbnail is simply all over the place. It's probably not the good idea because it does not give you a good understanding of Unity, if I may say so. Like you see the Honkai Impact, like the Fuhua chapter here, they are all over the place, which I didn't like it. Then I changed it, and now it's always on the top left. For Star Rail, I'm trying to indicate if this Trailblazer continuous mission or not. Oh, this one is so good. I don't know what I did there, but those lines here, the comical art style, it's really good. I don't know if I can zoom in. So I don't know how this happened, but this is one of my favorite thumbnails ever. It really looks like... I just was playing around and it really looks like comic art. It's very dynamic. I will try to do that more often, but we will talk about the thumbnails later anyway. Then going up here for Argentia, we have idea with the photos, making photos, and then what I didn't quite like, the white text not integrating with the image. Then I changed it with the white outline here on the Honkai Impact thumbnails. And in general, I think good, but sometimes they are not readable. And we will see. I'm not changing that much in Honkai Impact 3rd right now, but also I put the logo here because yeah, I usually experiment also with the titles. And putting the game, I think like distributing information on screen, information on title. So Honkai Impact 3rd Part 2, quite long for the title. So put this on the thumbnail. And then you see there's not a lot of art happening in the past couple of months, like literally months. It's like 8 months. I'm actually only being consistent on since April. So there's a lot of space between. And then I went with the idea of drawing diary, which I probably name it because it will be a more art journey. I don't know. There's plans to do some animation with Live 2D later on. And the basic idea is so for me having a goal in a day, my goal will be improving the thumbnail and just see how the thumbnail grows. We will go into it later. This will be a separate part. In thumbnail, it's like here right now in NeuroCloud, the entropic dichotomy story. I try to indicate the progression in the story, not throughout numbers like part 1, 2, 3, but with a dynamic change. So this is like the feature for NeuroCloud that I'm trying to do. They don't have that much picture, so I need to improvise in the different ways. Here, with Starry, why is it so difficult to draw broken mirror shards? I don't know. I really wish the thumbnail for the Starry main story being like, you know, like the memory keeper, the garden of recollection, engraving the pictures in the shards of the whatever they have there in mirrors. I guess it's mirror shards. Yes, it will be like mirror shards, and that's why I try to experiment it. And in general, the effect with the broken mirrors or like broken crystals, eyes. That's really nice to know it, how to do it. So we'll work on that too. One little idea is also indicating the parts with not only 1, 2, 3 in Roman numbers, but also Arabic. I think it's Arabic numbers. Anyway, but also in Japanese ones, like here for Kimi, that is a Japanese doll. And like look at this Telema thumbnail here. Like for example, those shards. That's a cool effect. That's a cool effect. I wanna know how to do it too. And here we're coming also to the idea of indicating the story progression with broken shards here for the Star Rail again. Pictures, more unity, also the shards of the breaks, like they have lines on every picture, so you know this is one story that gets told, because again I did random here some stuff and you don't can really tell that this belongs to one story. But I am still having it there to learn from the mistakes, from the stuff that I did not quite like. Yeah, the idea for Genshin was having a tree branch, and again something with memories to do. The drop of Hoyoverse is pretty much clear and the same, you can say. So there's a lot, when you play Honkai Impact or Star Rail or Genshin Impact, you kind of see similarity in the whole world. I mean, they are in one world anyway, so it makes sense. So also I think with here having NeuroCloud on the side is a nice refresher for, hey, there's not only dreams happening or some sort of, but a computer simulation. Well, I don't know how much better it is. And that's where we arrived. Yeah, that's it for the video parts. Okay, so quick talk about the shorts. They end up being the just fragments from the stories. I wanted to make a short of like telling something that happened before and then leads to the first episode of the story, so you are more in. But I'm not sure about this. Maybe I will do it. Like, it costs also time, and I'm not sure which right now, or like how correct I will be when I recap the stories. So right now it's only the parts from me playing it actually. It's also kind of fun to experiment with the keyframes and just pinpoint one of the interesting moments that I had there and to refer more to them. So I don't have to search in the video for quite a long. And now to the probably last part here, the drawing diary part. It's difficult to have a plan, or like to do something daily if you don't have a plan what I do, right? To be like, I don't know, now I'm sit here, what do I do? Draw hats? Maybe, I don't know, but then I did not know where to find the hat, or do I just practice drawing? Like, I don't know what to do, right? So my idea was improving the thumbnail, like having a unity thumbnail and simply improving them each day, which then is like every day 20 minutes, so around it, working on different sheets of paper. Actually, it takes a lot of time to do the calendar that draws when. You can see here progression from the thumbnails. I think I will do a big video when I hit every 100 days, just to make like more a time lapse of the progression. That's one of the ideas that I'm having. And here, I think my actually very first thumbnail should not have colors. Or maybe no, I did put some basic colors. This one didn't have colors. I had a symbol wall. Then I make like unified colors. A window also for indicating seasons. Then I brought up the board and make a little bit more. I thought a little bit more about composition. Let's also zoom in a little bit. Also, I can always go back and refer to what I did in the day, like here, blind practice, chibis. And I know that I linked a chibi tutorial that I was following here. Can then pull out this chibi tutorial. To be honest, this is not working that much because my titles don't always follow the logic what I did on the day. One of the ideas was also learn on the side Chinese or Japanese, because, well, kanji or the alphabet has a lot of lines, so you can practice lines out of there. Step 1, draw a circle. Yeah, drawing hats is such a... like everything. Actually drawing everything but hats. And proportions and symmetry, perspectives, colors. I don't even know how to start or where to start. There's a lot of stuff, and looking for references. So working on the plan where I can do all of this. Mornings, a little bit of that. Hair is Why my profile picture for this anniversary looks like this? Because I have no idea how to draw hair, so it's just hairless right now. Or like a little bit short. No, like... whatever. We will just leave it there. Hair over the year also grows, okay? The day I decided to upgrade my profile picture. Still upgrading it. It's a never-ending process. Eyes. Head. Birth of Potato-chan. That one is interesting. So basically one of these 3D dimension exercises to draw potatoes, and I'd be like, it looks like a head, and yeah, potatoes do like heads, to be honest. So that was B. I need to mark Potato-chan. Maybe there will be a like Potato-chan celebration day. Who knows? I have to stop drawing, and yeah, sometimes I force myself into drawing, and it ends up being me. I'm very, very tired. I don't know how productive it is, but at least I did something in one day, and that's why I think in the mornings is better, so I can relax next. I'll be like, okay, I did something today, great, and I can do it more tomorrow in the morning too. For animation in Clip Studio Paint, not a huge fan of it. Maybe because I don't have the ultra version and only work with 24 frames. But man, I cannot even draw one normal picture. So I don't think that animation works for me that good right now. Trees, full body sketch. I'm working on the illustration for my... that will work also as a profile picture and the YouTube thumbnail thingy. And that's why I started then searching for the different body parts. Maybe I should spend more on body parts and not jump from day to day for different body parts. I did at least try to not be too jumpy. Shading, value transition. I don't know how artists make that, but they use pretty soft transition from one shadow to other. I'm not sure if this is with the brush. I doubt this is with the brush. They actually pick the colors by themselves. I don't know. Not quite sure there. And this is where we stop. So day 67. And with that, I completed 70.3% of the year that I was actually at least streaming art. It does not contribute to the thumbnails or schedules. Oh, wait. Speaking of schedules, I almost forgot to what I'm working right now. Is making this community post thing to come alive and posting here the schedules. So yeah, that's also goes towards the design and making things more two-dimensional, three-dimensional. I went away from the weekly schedules and then go to the project schedules. Right now we do that one, then we do that one, and then we do that one, and once it's completed we go to the next thing. Yeah, that's a lot of lies. I was very optimistic that I will be completed, like be, hey, whatever, we'll just draw a schedule. It does not work. I'm still, after 1 year, not really a 1 year, 0.1 consistency update was not that long. I also went for different backgrounds to indicate which game it is, and I think that's it about the community posts here. Yeah, what I want to say that I'm working on this here picture. which I will be using as my thumbnail in the future. Most likely. I mean, profile picture. The future. Okay, maybe quick talk about Twitch. There is not that much done there. That's it. That's it. Literally not that much done here. But let's just include it there. And so with that, is this the ending of this recap? And I guess anniversary day? What can I say at last? Definitely really exciting to do all of this. And I also mentioned it, but a little bit frustrated when these things don't go the way you want them to go. But then you cannot really change that much about it, and you just post whatever it is. And hopefully in the next year, everything will go better. So thank you very much for listening, watching, commenting, being there, chatting, supporting, following, basically every interaction you do. And I wish you a great day, night, afternoon, and also good luck in whatever you also trying to do in your life. Yes? I'm not that good and great talker, so I wish you a very good and pleasant well-being.